Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Tyson. I'm a fourth year PhD student in chemistry at Yale/Berkeley. Alright, now, listen, being that I'm a scientist, my goal for today was actually to rank the scientists within the MCU. You feel me? When I came over here to the tier maker, I noticed they had a couple of these templates that had all the MCU characters in them. You know what I said? I said, yo, here at Fresh Professor, we all about that inclusivity. You feel me? We're an equal opportunity employer. So I said, I want to give all the MCU characters an opportunity to succeed in America. So we actually gonna go ahead and we're gonna take a look at all these bad boys. So we definitely got our work cut out for us today. And so what I did is I broke it down to like 3/4 areas. So we got the genius level. You know what I'm saying? So that's like Tyson tier. You feel me? Feeling myself. So upper genius, lower genius. Next we got the normal intelligent people who are probably just not genius level within the series. And then we have just normal intelligence, so average. And then finally we got the not so bright. So those are the cats who probably need a little extra help with their homework. You know what I'm saying? We don't judge them, but they probably not the ones that you want to call on when the fate of the universe is on the line. So last thing I'm gonna say before I hop onto the channel, listen, what I need y'all to do real quick is get your Doctor Strange on and go ahead and sample about 14 million futures. And then what I need you to do is lock in on the future, where you see yourself hitting the subscribe button and possibly even hitting the notification bell as well. Alright, cool. Now let's get right into it. First things first, we got my man, the abomination of Obama's nation. Pretty bad way to start the conversation. I'm gonna go ahead and throw him in E tier. I have no real reason to believe that he's in any way exceptional in this area. So next up, we got the ancient one. So first things first, I'm gonna let y'all know that I got respect for bald-headed shorties. You know what I'm saying? And she's definitely demonstrated that she has some superior wisdom. So I would say that she's probably within the upper tier. Now it's gonna be like a little bit difficult to rank some of these supernatural type characters because they have special abilities that kind of go beyond the kind of mundane level of intelligence that normal type geniuses will have. But we'll make it work. You feel me? All right. So next up we got my man Ant-Man. Respect for my man's, but again, definitely not within the upper tier of characters, but I get the impression that he's reasonably intelligent. Baby Groot is a baby. Sorry. Alright, next my man Doom T'Challa. C tier. So again, a lot of the kind of natural born leader type cats are gonna be within this C tier, you know what I'm saying? They got the emotional intelligence, plus my man is Black Panther, and you know what I'm saying? Like, in case y'all didn't know, I'm black, so I got respect for Black Panther. It just has to happen. You know what I'm saying? Wakanda forever, all that. Now, first kind of genius, well, I guess we have the ancient one, but apart from her, the first kind of original genius level character within the MCU, Bruce Banner. Now, I actually have him in A tier because, as we'll see in a second, he's kind of been outsmarted by some of the other cats that we're going to put in the S tier, or at least some of the cats that I envision that we'll put in the S tier. I'm kind of doing this completely off the top, so I don't know. But for even the ancient one, right? Like in Endgame, we saw that she kind of had a level of wisdom that kind of surpassed what Bruce Banner had, and there's some other people who have done that as well. All right, now Bucky, my man, the Winter Soldier. He hasn't really demonstrated again any type of extreme intelligence within the series, so I'm gonna go ahead and put him in D tier for average. It's important to note that like average on this tier list is a little bit higher probably than like the American average because there's so many kind of super intelligent people within the MCU. So, alright, Captain America, again, I would put him right in the same line with T'Challa again. So a lot of those natural born leaders I'll probably drop there. Captain Marvel, I just see her as again kind of a normal of reasonable intelligence. So I think that this is the Collector, right? So I don't know. I can't really remember his character that well, to be honest, but I don't really remember him being so bright. So I'm gonna throw him in lower average. My man Agent Phil Coulson, go ahead and throw him in upper average. Crossbones, again. So a lot of these characters who were not that exceptional. E. Dormammu. So again, these supernatural characters are kind of hard to rank, but I feel like he gotta be S tier, right? Yo, let me know in the comments below what y'all got, what you guys think. I think that Dormammu has to be S tier. If you guys disagree, let me know. Let me know how you think I should have dealt with the supernatural characters as well in general. Alright, so this is probably the first like actual dummy in the MCU. My man is F tier. Alright, I think that kind of goes without saying. Ego. I never really liked this character so much. I do think that he's demonstrated some level of intelligence, so he should be somewhere up here, and he is a god, right, which is supernatural in a sense. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my man in B tier. Alright, what's this man's name again? Everett K. Ross, right? Agent Ross. Again, he's just a normal guy, right? So I think that Phil Coulson and Agent Ross kind of go in the same area. Same thing with Falcon. Again, just kind of an intelligent guy, but within the MCU, not in the brighter categories, I guess I can say. Alright, so my man Colonel Nick Fury is definitely a very smart guy. He's definitely the kind of the man with the plan, you feel me? So I'm gonna go ahead and throw him up here in the B tier. Gamora definitely appears to be a character of great intelligence, but again, not MCU level intelligence, right? So she's obviously not Bruce Banner. I wouldn't even say that she is Nick Fury, so I'll go ahead and put her with Captain America and T'Challa. Ghost, I can't really remember this character that well, like her background. Like, was she a scientist? I can't really remember, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and just put her in D tier. That's kind of disrespectful, but alright, so this is like a cat, bro. It's just a cat. Now, I did see the movie. I know it's like a Florkin or something like that, but it's a cat, bro. It's a cat. This the other dude, not the collector. I can't remember his name, yo. I know they got the Contest of Champions game and everything. What's this man's name? I don't remember. The organized, yo, I don't remember his name, bro. Sorry, but I think he's definitely smarter than his brother. I think that's his brother, right? But not, again, that bright overall. So I'm gonna go ahead and put him in D tier. Hank Pym. Yeah, I think that Pym again is definitely within the smartest characters in the entire MCU. For whatever reason, Tony Stark was able to figure out time travel within like 8 minutes, but he wasn't able to replicate the Pym particles such that they could go back and forth in time as much as possible. We could chop that up the plot. However, it has happened. It did happen. So we're gonna we're gonna have to go ahead and say that Hank Pym is amongst the smartest cookies in the MCU. Happy Hogan, again, he's just a normal guy. Hawkeye, again, I think that he's more intelligent than lower average, but again, just an average intelligence kind of person. So Heimdall, we find ourselves again within this supernatural kind of sense, and so it's kind of hard to say, but I'm gonna go ahead and put him in B tier because again, he does seem like a character with a tremendous amount of wisdom. Alright, Hela, same thing, supernatural type character. I'm gonna go ahead and put her in B tier. Howard the Duck, I actually don't know anything about this character. I know he's like from the comic or something like that. I don't know. I ain't that deep into it, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw him in F tier because again, just like the cat, this is a duck, bro. It's a duck. Alright, so my man right here, Howard Stark, classic. He's the original Stark. You feel me? I don't know if he like the original, but you know what I'm saying. So definitely S tier. So again, they've outlined him as a character of extraordinary intelligence. So I gotta put some respect on the Stark name. You feel me? I got respect for the whole family. Speaking of, we got my man Iron Man, Tony Stark, the original. Of course, my man gotta be a genius. You know what I'm saying? Respect for him. Alright, this is Shorty that was in the Quantum Zone. I can't remember her name right now. Janet Van Dyne, something like that, I think. She's smart, I think. I think she's demonstrated some intelligence, even though she was only in the series for like 10 minutes. Alright, my man Justin Hammer. So even though they do make him look super stupid on the show, my man definitely is an intelligent cat. You know what I'm saying? He's he's a smart dude, but again, he's definitely not up here with the rest of them. So I'm gonna go ahead and put him just normal and see. This is the villain from Doctor Strange, but I don't remember this character, so I'm sorry guys. Like you guys are probably gonna yell at me, but any character I don't remember that well, I'm probably just gonna end up putting an F tier. I want to say that this is Aldrich Killian or whatever. He was definitely like a scientist type guy, but he wasn't as exceptional. Obviously, he's like the Starks, probably not even as exceptional as Banner. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my man in B tier. All right, Killmonger, respect. Again, so these types of villain type characters with the tremendous plans are probably going to end up being within this B tier. So again, I think that they're probably smarter than the natural leader type characters that we see in C, but obviously not as smart as the Bruce Banners of the world. So I'm going to go ahead and put him in B tier. I definitely did get the impression from the movie that Killmonger was smarter than T'Challa himself. So speaking of Black Panther, we got the Claw. I think Ulysses Claw was his name. Again, he's just kind of a normal guy, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and put him in E tier. Oh, all right. This is my man from Amistad. He was in the Captain Marvel movie, right? Again, I don't remember him. Like these guys were definitely randoms, right? Backup characters. He's going smooth into the F tier. Hey, Korg, my man Korg. Yo, this the bro. But unfortunately, the bro, he ain't so bright. This character is definitely dumb. Plus, this is the dude who played Kurt in Gilmore Girls. My girlfriend loves that show, so I watch it a lot. And I can't get past the fact that he's kind of an idiot. So he's gonna go right there. Loki. Again, so Loki is certainly very intelligent. I would put him above. So I did say that a lot of the villains devising plans type characters would probably end up in B tier, but I think that Loki is probably a rung above a lot of those other characters. You feel me? So I'm gonna go ahead and put him in A tier. Alright, so this cat is hilarious from the Ant-Man movies, but not so bright. I think this is Malekith. This is actually the only movie within the entire MCU I've never seen. I tried to watch it multiple times, and that movie is too trash, bro. I can't make it happen. So because this movie is trash, I'm gonna go ahead and throw him in F tier too. So what's this girl's name? I can't remember her name right now from Guardians of the Galaxy 2, but she's definitely not so smart. She's smarter, I think, than Drax is, but Mantis, that's her name, Mantis. So she's smarter than Drax is, but she's still kind of not that bright. Maria Hill, I would throw her in C tier again. So I get the impression that Nick Fury probably has a level of intelligence that exceeds hers, but she's definitely still one of the smarter characters. My man M'Baku is one of my favorite characters actually in the MCU. But again, has not really gotten the opportunity to demonstrate any level of intelligence. He's the leader, but I would probably still put him below T'Challa and Steve Rogers. So I'll put him in D tier. In case you guys are wondering, the reason that I'm ranking the leaders high is because I feel like it takes a certain amount of like emotional intelligence, social intelligence in order to be a strong leader, and so you get points for that. Alright, this is another one of the cats from Doctor Strange. I don't remember him so well, but you know what I'm saying, I gotta look out for a brother. So I'm gonna throw him at least at like the E tier. Alright, so Nakia, I think Lupita is a legend, so she gets some points just for that. But let me not cheat. So I think that she is like a spy, right? So that definitely requires some level of intelligence. So I'll put her with these other spy type characters, right? So Ross is in the CIA, so I think that it's fair to put her in D tier. I get the impression that Nebula is an exceptionally intelligent type character. I like her a lot, like when it comes to smart type things. I think that she's up there, yo. I'm gonna put her in B tier. Alright, Ned Leeds, I think his name is. The kid from Spider-Man. Don't get the impression that he's that smart, but he does go to a gifted school, so I'm gonna put him at least D tier. Alright, so Odin. So this again was where it gets tricky when it comes to these supernatural type characters. I get the impression that he must obviously, my man been alive for 56,000 centuries. He gotta have some level of intelligence. So does he go S tier? I really don't know, to be honest. I'm gonna go ahead and throw him in A tier for now. Again, feel free to yell at me in the comments if I'm messing it all up for y'all. Alright, another one of the bald-headed shorties, Okoye. Respect on respect for the Dora Milaje. But again, she's probably just about this level. She is an advisor to the king, which requires that she have some level of intelligence. Is she an advisor to the king? I don't remember. I know that she, obviously being the head general, meets with him frequently, is basically part of the equivalent of his cabinet. And so that requires some level of intelligence for sure. My man Groot, he's just a tree, bro. Alright, Agent Peggy Carter. I'm gonna go ahead and throw her in B tier. She definitely, again, is one of those intelligent characters within the MCU, but again, not Bruce Banner level. Pepper Potts also is intelligent. You can definitely tell that, but again, she is probably below the Agent Carter of the world, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw her in C tier. I cannot remember this dude's name, but I do know that he was in the Winter Soldier. He was like the bad dude. So again, I think that he's probably right below the Samuel L. Jackson, what's his man, Nick Fury type character. So I'm gonna throw this man in C tier. All right, the fast dude, Quicksilver. Again, E tier, normal dude. We can speed this up. That's funny. You get it. Speed this up. I'm hilarious. All right, now Red Skull, again, B tier, one of those villainous, evil plan type characters. Rocket, I would again put up here in the B tier. I think that he is a very intelligent little raccoon little thing. This is Ronan. He is a leader, but he also does not seem particularly bright to me. I'm just go ahead and put him in D tier. Maximoff, Scarlet Witch. Again, I would put her right here with her brother. Shuri, I actually think is probably the smartest character in the MCU, but I can't really put her in front of Stark yet because she hasn't had time to really, you know what I'm saying, like demonstrate what she can do. But I do get the impression, obviously, right? They've kind of outlined her in that way, and so we have been able to see that both she and Tony Stark have a knowledge that has exceeded Bruce Banner's, because they've been both able to figure out things that Bruce Banner could not. So we're gonna go ahead and have to assume for now that she's an S tier. I am very much looking forward to seeing what they do with that character in the future. This one is the shorties from Thor. I can't even remember her name. Homeboy from Thor. He's whack. Peter Parker. So normally Peter Parker is an exceptionally intelligent character, but in the MCU they've not done so much, I think, in that angle with him as yet. They've kind of focused more on the teenage angst, and so I'll put him in B tier because it is implied he obviously did make his webs and everything like that, so that, you know, he knows what he's doing. He's obviously going to a really good school. Peter Quill, I will go ahead and put in C tier. They make him out to seem like a dummy, but you could tell that he knows his stuff, so I'm putting him in C tier. Doctor Strange is probably S tier. Now, I am kind of in my head ranking him in the absence of the stone, but even before that, you know what I'm saying, being a renowned doctor and everything, I definitely get the impression that he has a very, very high IQ on par with the Tony Starks of the world, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw him in S tier. I think my man's name is Kalos Regent from Pokemon or something like that. I don't really have a good gauge as to how intelligent this character is, but I think that he is quite intelligent, so I will just throw him in C tier. Yo, I have no idea who this is, but I do know that his head is stupid wrinkly. What the heck? His brain gotta be powerful, but I don't know him like that, so that's F tier automatically. Again, this is just another group. Thanos, the GOAT. He definitely has a superior level of intelligence relative to the majority of the characters within the MCU. Thor is kind of just an average guy when it comes to intelligence. He's a dope character. I'm not gonna take off any points for Fat Thor. That would probably put him down here, but I will just rank normal Thor, and I think that he is very intelligent, but probably not even as intelligent as some of these cats up here. This is Thunderbolt Ross. I think he's like a smart dude, right? I think you have to be quite intelligent to make your way up in the military as he has. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw my man in C tier. Alright, the Mandarin, or rather the fake Mandarin, Trevor or something like that. He's definitely a dummy. I feel like by default you kind of have to throw Ultron into S tier, right? Because he kind of knows everything, and so naturally we gotta throw him up there. Valkyrie, I think it's probably just about on par with Thor, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw it right here next to him in the D tier. Vision, again, has the Mind Stone. I think that by default, he is probably one of the most intelligent characters within the entire MCU before Thanos went ahead and just pulled the stone out my man's head. But, you know what I'm saying? Before that, he was definitely a smart cat. Alright, the Vulture. I think his name is Derek Toombs or something like that. He is just a normal guy. I'm gonna go ahead and throw him in D tier. Same thing with War Machine. I do think that he could pull it out if necessary, but again, he's probably not one of the ones that you want to call on to devise a plan when the fate of the universe is on the line. So I'm gonna go ahead and put him in D tier. I do not remember this woman's name, but I do know that she's the Wasp. I'm gonna go ahead and throw her in C tier real quick. Ivan Vanko. Yo, I like this character a lot. Yo, I think he's pretty dope. That movie was definitely poo-poo caca, but the character himself, I like him more than everybody else does. I think he's definitely A tier. He's probably as smart as Tony Stark, but he hasn't had the opportunity to kind of demonstrate it as much, so we'll put A tier for now. Scarlet Witch, I also think, yo, I'm tripping. Black Widow, is definitely probably as smart as Fury, as smart as Peggy Carter, you know what I'm saying? Definitely on that level, so I'm gonna go ahead and put some respect on her. Throw in B tier. Wong is kind of hard to figure out, right? Because again, he's one of those supernatural characters, but apart from that, I feel like my man hasn't really demonstrated, again, kind of really gotten an opportunity to show his intelligence. I'm going to put him in D tier. Yondu is E tier. Alright, the cat who's not Marvel, I don't remember his real name, but everyone thought he was going to be Marvel. I'll put him in D tier. Alright, so Captain Zemo, I'll put in B tier, because again, he's one of those devise a plan type villainous characters. Same thing with, I forget his name, Darren Cross, the Yellow Jacket. He is smart, and he did figure out Pym's technology, but not really, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and put him in B tier. I don't think that he's on a Bruce Banner type level. So yeah, Ebony Maw, Squidward, I'm gonna go ahead and put him in A tier because again, I think that he's probably as intelligent as some of these other characters. I actually like this character a lot. I wish they would have done some more with him in Infinity War instead of just throwing him out the window like that. That was hella disrespectful, but it's all good. Obadiah Stane is probably just on the same level with Pepper Potts, I would think. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw him in C tier. And I can't remember this woman's name. What's her name? But I know that she's something Carter. Helen Carter? I don't remember, bro. But she's C tier. I think that she's as smart probably as some of these other characters here. Alright, my man Stan Lee definitely has to go up to the S tier. You know what I'm saying? The man who's responsible for it all. So, goes without saying. Again, she's just a normal person. I'm gonna go ahead and throw her in E tier. Yo, what's her name again, yo, from Guardians of the Galaxy? She got, I think she has like Shaniqua, Aisha, something like that. I'm gonna go ahead and throw her up at S tier because again, she's one of those supernatural type characters. I don't remember so much of her background, so I'm just gonna assume that she's like an intergalactic genius type thing, has access to information we don't know. So S tier for now. This is one of the Black Order dudes. He's not so smart. I do not remember what this character's name is, but she's an intern, I believe. So I think in physics, that requires some level of intelligence. I'm gonna go ahead and throw her in C tier. My man Tip T.I. Harris, F tier within the MCU. Probably E tier in real life, but for the MCU, we're gonna go ahead and put him at F tier. Yo, who is this? Well, I've never seen this character in my life. This look like Thor's little brother. So I'm gonna go ahead and put him in E tier below his older brother Thor. Alright, Flash Thompson is E tier. I guess he should be D tier with Ned Leeds. Alright, so this is another one of Thor's homies. I don't really remember his name. He's not significant to me. He's F tier. Alright, Natalie Portman. Can't remember her name within the MCU, but she is, I think, somewhat of a respected physicist. So I'll throw her in B tier. Alright, so again, Jarvis has to be as smart as they get. I'm gonna go ahead and throw him in S tier, kind of by default. So this is some dude with a helmet and tusks coming out his face. I swear I've never seen this guy before. I'm gonna go ahead and throw him in F tier. Alright, so this is one of Ant-Man's homies. I think that he is a little bit probably smarter than the other guys. He like does computer science, I believe. And so I'm gonna throw him in E tier. This character is certainly as smart as Captain Marvel. They're just about in the same boat, I would say. So I would throw her right alongside her. This is Big Meats, Larry Hoover. Right, that's his name. I don't remember, but he's from Thor, Ragnarok. He be chilling with him, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw them together. This is Shorty from Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. I think she was in the Captain Marvel movie. F tier. Zendaya. She's again right there with her classmates. Boom, D tier. Easy. Who that? Debo from Friday? Oh nah, this is the dude. This is the other Black Order dude. He's definitely the stupidest Black Order. I'm gonna put him in F. I believe that she's the most intelligent after Ebony Maw within the Black Order. I'm gonna go ahead and throw her in D tier. I don't know who this is. I know he's from Guardian of the Galaxy, but nah. Alright, Eric Selvig is, again, obviously amongst some of the smartest characters within the MCU. I don't get the impression that he is Tony Stark, Hank Pym, Howard Stark level, and so I'll put him on A tier together with Bruce Banner. I think that Bruce Banner, he and Ivan Vanko are probably similar quality, similar tier scientists within the MCU. I do not care about Damon John from Shark Tank, or this dude from Ant-Man 2, or Sylvester Stallone for some reason, or this dwarf looking homie. Now, Wakabi, I'll throw him in like D tier, because he was able to stop that blind man from stealing his body and get out. So that did take some level of intelligence, even though that's a completely different movie. But you know what I'm saying, that carries over. So I'm gonna throw him at least in D tier, Wakabi. You feel me? Alright, so that's it. This is basically what we got. This is our MCU tier list where we're ranking everyone by intelligence. I would order these, but it's kind of complicated, so I'm gonna just call it right there. Alright guys, see you in the next one.